Consumerism is a term used commonly amongst society in today's modern culture. It is defined as a social and economic order and ideology that encourages the acquisition of goods and services in ever-increasing amounts. Since being invented in the 16th century, criticism around the term began in the 18th century, with many theorists being for or against the ideology. Since then, the idea of Marxism versus market liberalism around the topic of consumerism has been widely established.
Don't be fooled. Firms and organisations are taking advantage of consumers by marketing these products as a necessity.
Well, actually, this enables consumers to buy the products they need through the free market at a competitive price.
However, is the product something that consumers actually need, or is it something that they want?
These products improve the lives of millions every day. Why wouldn't society want them?
The media is just fooling you into this hyper-reality of marketing and advertising.
But consumerism has a positive benefit on the economy and helps to aid growth.
Consumerism aids capitalism, which in fact is just a benefit for the government rather than society.
I have created expectation v reality videos to highlight how the original meanings of specific occasions have now transformed into materialistic celebrations to flaunt one's wealth. Subconsciously, society is unaware of all the organisations benefiting from these occasions, which has now turned into them majorly increasing profit margins. This links back to the hypodermic syringe model, as the mass media is sending their audience, in this case society, a direct, powerful message through marketing and advertising. A prime example of society spending around a particular event is Valentine's Day, as spending in the UK reaches a new high of 987 million. Through this video, the expectation of Valentine's Day may be having a home-cooked meal with your loved one. However, a glittery card and a box of chocolates just doesn't make the cut these days. The occasion now has Brits spending up to hundreds on each other.
Don't really think it's all about love. Every other day can be about love. I think there's more hype than anything else.
I think romanticism should be every day. We don't need a Valentine's Day to remind them.
I suppose it's a chance to say something special to someone you care about, but it's become very much a joke now.
Easter is another major celebration which has moved away from its true meaning. The original religious views of Easter are now being overshadowed by modern traditions. Approximately 80 million chocolate eggs are sold annually in the UK alone.
Adelaide's church leaders have urged people not to get caught up with consumerism this Easter. The message was delivered as city retailers opened on Easter Sunday for the first time.
Rundle Mall retailers were hoping for a sales bounce this Easter following a shake-up of public holiday trading laws.
This is certainly busier than your average Sunday. So I think it's just further proof that South Australians, there's been great demand for this and people are voting with their feet.
The authority says 58,000 people spent about $5 million in just 6 hours. For many, the opportunity to grab an Easter bargain was hard to resist.
To be honest, I would have been sitting at home probably doing nothing. My family don't really celebrate too much at Easter time.
While shoppers hit the pavement, worshippers took to their feet to mark the resurrection of Christ. This year, church leaders urged South Australians to look beyond the lure of consumerism.
In doing their shopping, they're not going to find all their happiness and joy. It's a good thing to be able to shop and to enjoy that, but that's not the answer to life.
Churchgoers at Adelaide's St Peter's Cathedral listened to the Anglican Archbishop call for a return to traditional values.
Even the values of family seem to be eroded by our constant addiction to buying and acquiring.
Authorities hope another 80,000 people will head to Rundle Mall tomorrow. Robin Powell, ABC News, Adelaide.
Lastly, Christmas is another key occasion which holds a significant shift in cultural meaning.
Dear Father, on this holy day, we thank you for this food and the company that we are receiving to celebrate the Lord Baby Jesus' birthday. Amen.
Again, the authentic significance of the celebration, celebrating the birth of Jesus with loved ones, has now evolved into buying high-end gifts for family and friends.
It says everything. I think Christmas does for the soul what fast food and McDonald's does for the body. It encases us in this trap of materialism of things, and the idea that you have to get out there ahead of everyone else in order to get something better than everyone else, this competitive spirit, is the antithesis of Christmas. Materialism doesn't drop out of the sky. There are clear rites of passage to socialize children into the values of the cult of materialism, and Christmas is the chief sanctified ritual for that process. So you have, a little kid, 1-year-old, kind of clueless, but 2, 3, they start to get the idea of the gift wrapping. They're getting encouraged to open gifts by parents and grandparents, and so by 3, they get the idea that even though the wrapping is fun, there's an actual gift there. And then by 4, they want that gift. They will scream for it. They want more gifts. And what you see in this process is, in the name of a great family occasion, the cult of materialism is instilling in children the idea that getting stuff, acquiring things, is what Christmas is all about.